Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So today in this video we will discuss the quality assurance in pharmaceutical industry. So basically a quality assurance or QA is the backbone of the pharmaceutical industries. It ensures that every medicine produced is safe, effective and consistent in quality. Friends, my YouTube channel name is Pharma Quality. So please view, like, comment and subscribe my channel. So now first we will discuss the introduction for quality assurance. So QA is a structured science-driven approach ensuring pharmaceutical products consistently meet predetermined specification. So this means every step from raw material to final packaging is guided by a validated methods, regulatory standards and systematic checks, which ensuring each batch is safe, effective and of the highest quality. Next, it aligns regulatory requirements, patient safety, and corporate accountability. So, this alignment ensures that medicines are developed and manufactured not only to comply with the laws but also to protect patients' health and uphold the company's responsibility to deliver the safe and reliable treatment to the patients, right? Next, it extends beyond final product inspection to embed quality into every process. So this approach, often called built-in quality, means that every stage from design and development to manufacturing or distribution incorporates preventive controls which reducing errors before they can reach to the patient. So these are the basics introduction for the quality assurance. So now here we will discuss defining quality assurance in pharma with respect to the definition, scope and guideline and its goal, right? So for formal definition, all planned and systematic action necessary to provide adequate confidence that a product or service will satisfy given requirements for quality. So this means quality is not left to chance. It's achieved through the structured procedure, documented processes and continuous monitoring to ensure that the final outcome meets the predefined standards at every single time, right? So the scope is like covers design, development, manufacturing, testing, packaging, storage and distribution. So this comprehensive scope ensures the quality is controlled across the entire product life cycle with safeguarding integrity from initial concept to the moment it reaches to the patient, right? So now, with respect to the guidelines, so it's integral to ICS Q10 pharmaceutical quality system and GXP like GMP, GLP, and GDP. So this means QA operates within the internationally recognized frameworks to ensure compliance with good manufacturing practices, good laboratory practices, and good distribution practices, while supporting a robust pharmaceutical quality system as defined by the ICS Q10, right? So now comes to the goal. So build quality into the product rather than test in it, right? So this principle focuses on designing processes and controls that inherently produce quality, which reducing reliance on catching defects at the end and instead preventing them from the occurring at all, right? So now here we will discuss the core technical principle for quality assurance, right? So first one is the quality by design. So quality by design is design the processes with quality attributes defined upfront. So QBD is ensures that critical quality attributes are identified at the earliest stage so that manufacturing processes are built to consistently deliver products that meet these attributes without last minute's correction. So your quality by design should be like this, right? So basically there are four major step I can say for the quality by design. So first one is like process understanding. So you need to have the some SME who is having the very good knowledge into the processes, right? And next one is the design. So develop the processes with predefined quality attributes to ensure product meets standard from the start of the product, right? And then Third one is the process control. So monitor and control critical parameter to maintain consistent quality of the product. And the last one is the scientific knowledge. So use the research and data and experience to refine and improve processes over the time, right? So these four parameters will contribute majorly to the quality by design. The next one is the risk management, which applies to the ICS Q9 principles to assess and mitigate the risk. So this involves systematically identifying potential risks to product quality, evaluating their likelihood and impact, and implementing controls to reduce or eliminate them, right? Then next is the process validation, which demonstrate manufacturing processes consistently produce quality products, right? So this proves through documented evidence that a process work as intended every time under actual production condition, ensuring the reliability and compliance with the regulatory standards, right? And the next and most important is the data integrity. So it ensured the ALCOA plus principles. So ALCOA stands for attributable, legible, contemporaneous, original, accurate, and plus is means to like complete, consistent, enduring, and available. So on this topic I have already made the video. So following the ALCOA plus ensure that all data generated in the pharmaceutical life cycle is reliable, traceable, and protected from alteration, with safeguarding both regulatory compliance and patient trust, right? So now here we will discuss the detailed quality assurance functions. So there are lots of there are into the quality assurance, but we'll discuss the most importantly functions and which is not limited to, right? So first one is the document control system, which is related to the control of SOPs, batch records, validation protocols, right? So a robust document control system ensure that only the latest approved version of the procedure and records are used, maintaining the consistency, traceability, and compliance across all the operations, right? The next one is the change management. So this is formal evaluation and approval of the changes. So basically change management ensure that any modification to processes, equipment, or documents is assessed for its potential impact on product quality, right? And also the regulatory compliance and patient safety. The next one is the deviation investigation and kappa. So this is related to the root cause analysis and corrective and preventive actions. So this process identifies why a deviation occurred and implements measure to fix the immediate issues and establishes the preventive action to stop it from the happening again, right? The next one is the training program management. So this is related to the role specific GMP training. Right, so there should be the tailored GMP training which ensures the employee understand the specific regulations, procedure, and best practices relevant to their roles, promoting competence, compliance, and a culture of quality. Right. The next one is the internal auditing. So this is related to the compliance verification against GMP. So internal audit systematically review processes, records, and practices to confirm adherence to GMP standards, identify gaps, and drive continual improvement before regulatory inspections, right? The next one is the vendor qualification. So this is related to the supplier audits and ongoing performance review. So this vendor qualification ensured that all suppliers consistently meet quality, regulatory, and technical requirement through initial audits and regular monitoring, which reducing risk into the supply chain. Then the qualification and validation oversight. So IQ, OQ, PQ for equipment, utilities, and computerized system. So whatever the system you are going to be procure, whether it's maybe the instrument, equipment, or computerized system, or any other utilities or buildings, right? So you need to have the qualification and validation strategies to evaluate those system, right? So now here we will discuss the quality assurance across the product life cycle, right? So first one is the R&D. which is related to the protocol approval method, validation, and oversight. So this ensure that research protocols are scientifically sound and that analytical methods are validated for accuracy, precision, and reliability before being applied in product development or quality control, right? Next one is the technology transfer. So this is related to the QA review of transfer protocol and report. So this processes ensure that manufacturing knowledge, method, and specification are accurately and completely transferred between the sites or from the R&D to production, which maintaining the product quality and compliance, right? Then next one is the manufacturing. So this is related to the batch record review and environmental monitoring oversight. Right, so this ensured that each batch is produced according to approved instruction and that the manufacturing environment remains within the defined quality parameters to prevent contamination or deviation, right? The next one is the packaging and labeling. So this is related to the line clearance, label reconciliation. So these controls prevent mix-up and labeling errors by ensuring that the packaging line is free from previous materials before starting for the new one, and that all labels are accurately accounted for, maintaining the product identity and compliance, right? The next one is the warehousing and distribution. So this is related to the GDP compliance and cold chain verifications, right? So this ensured that storage and transportation follows the good distribution practices with temperature sensitive products kept within the required condition throughout the supply chain to preserve their quality and efficacy, right? Then last one is the post market. So this is related to the adverse event reporting, product recalls, continual improvement. So this stage ensure that once a product is on the market, then any safety concerns are promptly reported and defective products are quickly removed right from the market and take the appropriate action for those products. So now here we will discuss the regulatory framework. So in the pharmaceutical industry, regulatory framework ensure that the safety, quality and efficacy of medicines, right? So globally multiple guidelines harmonize these practices. So let's discuss few of them which are very important to the pharmaceutical regulatory framework. So ICS Q8 to Q12, which are focuses on pharmaceutical development, risk management, quality system and life cycle management, right? Next one is the USFDA 21 CFR parts 210, 211 and 820. So these guidelines defines regulations for the manufacturing, quality and medical devices, right? Next one is the EMA, that is EU GMP guides and its annexes. So this ensures the compliance across EU member states, right? The next one is the WHO GMP standards. So this provides the global guidance especially for developing countries. And next one is the PICS harmonization guidelines. So it works towards the international harmonization of GMP standards. Right. So these all together, these frameworks create a strong foundation for maintaining patient safety and regulatory compliance worldwide. So now in this slide, we will discuss the quality assurance versus quality control technical comparison, right? So in the pharmaceutical industries, quality assurance and quality control are closely linked but serve some different purposes. So let's have a look on this. So one second. Yeah, so QA is system and process oriented. So it ensures that every step in manufacturing is well defined and controlled, whereas QC is analytical and testing oriented. So it checks the quality of products through lab test and inspections, right? Then QA is preventive in nature, means its goal is to stop problems before they occur rather than correcting them later, right? Whereas QC is detective in nature. It identifies error or defects that may have occurred during the production, right? Then QA involves documentation, validation, and training. So this means preparing SOPs, validating processes, and ensuring that staff are trained properly. Whereas QC involves sampling, testing, and release decisions. So products are tested and only those meeting specification are released to the market, right? So now the quality assurance provide the life cycle coverages. So it monitors the quality across entire journey of a product from development to distribution. Whereas QC focuses on specific processes stage rather than the full life cycle, ensuring the quality at critical checkpoints, right? So now in this slide, we will discuss the critical quality assurance metrics and KPIs, that is key performance indicators for the quality assurance, right? So one of the key QA metrics is deviation frequency and closure time. So this tracks how often deviation occur and how quickly they are resolved, right? Next is kappa effectiveness rate. So it measures how well corrective and preventive action eliminate the root cause of issues. Next one is the audit compliance score. So which reflects how well the organization meets internal and external audit requirement, right? The next one is the on-time pass release percentage. So it shows the efficiency of QA in ensuring timely product availability without compromising the quality, right? And finally, the first pass yield. So it measures the proportion of product that meet quality standards the very first time without rework or retesting. So these KPIs help quality assurance teams to monitor performance, drive continuous improvement, and ensure compliance with regulatory expectations, right? So there is a one famous quote which is followed by every pharmaceutical industries, right? So, as a Henry Ford once said, quality means doing it right when no one is looking, right? So, this quotes remind us that true quality is not just about compliance or inspection. It's all about integrity, consistency, and commitment to the excellence in every step we take, right? So, keep in mind this quote while working in the pharmaceutical industries. So friends, this is all about the quality assurance in pharmaceutical industries. Thank you.